Okay.
We would like to know, how did you meet?
We met in school.
And
That's it.
Did you date right away, or have you known each other for a long time?
We've known each other for a long time. We knew each other 4 years, maybe 5 years before we started dating.
I mean, you got there in 2013, so 4 years. I don't know if you're gonna like me saying this, but I've told people this.
Oh God.
I was intimidated by her in school. I was intimidated by a lot of women in school, but especially Autumn, because she was popular and really attractive and really good singer and like fierce looking, and she was just kind of intimidating for and I thought she was way out of my league. But we would have conversations months apart that were like, they weren't intimate, but they're like we
would talk about personal stuff like we were close friends, and it would be like a really good conversation. We walk away like, man, that person's real cool. That was a good conversation, and then just not speak for like
several months.
Yeah.
So, since you were friends for a long time, do you remember the first time you looked at Autumn or you looked at Jacob and was like, I really like this person?
All right, I'll go. So it was probably a few months after I had Raina, and Jacob, we didn't speak for months, but he would still, every Sunday, he would drive me to and from church. So we would just be silent in the car. There's one Sunday, I think, where he had just said randomly, like, I know I haven't been as vocal or present while you've been going through this parenting thing, but I just want you to know if there's anything you need, like shopping or just anything at all, then you can call me. And I remember just thinking, wow, that's really sweet. And then we were recording that EP, and it was a rehearsal, I think, in January, right before we recorded. And I just remember, like, we were just chilling in the car. We had started to, since then we had started to talk more socially, but there wasn't anything flirty or anything about it. We were just a little bit more comfortable with each other. And I was just looking at him in the car, and then it was just like, damn, like, that was it. And I was like, oh no, because at the time I just was really in a space of like, I really am over anything romantic. I could just be single forever and I would be so happy. And then like, I had feelings for Jacob. Yeah.
I don't know when it was a definite time of like I liked her, and I feel like the time of when I liked her and like when I realized I had a chance was like two different times, and I don't know when that time was. Like I definitely at Drew's I knew that something was up, and then definitely when I picked her up for our first date, and she was dressed for a date.
Look, Mommy.
Who dropped the first L-bomb?
It was him.
L-bomb?
Love you.
I love you.
I love you.
But hers was like right after
It was.
But hers was I'm scared, but because I think I love you too.
It was in the vein of freaking out. It was really bad, actually. He was like all calm, and I low-key knew he was about to say it, and then he was like, I love you, and I, like, no joke, was like, oh no, and covered my face. So that's how that went. And then he was like, what? Don't do that. And then I was like, I think I love you too. Even though I knew I loved him. I just was like, I'm not gonna say it though.
Jacob, how did you propose to Autumn?
So I had made a plan to do it on her birthday, which is December 8th. And I had talked to her dad on Thanksgiving a couple weeks before that. But then I got impatient, and so I think the Saturday after Thanksgiving I proposed to her. It was pretty spontaneous. I just went out to my car and got the ring and did it in her living room. Which I know, like, I don't know, it was...
He's trying to be vague, but what he said was, for first he had me sit down on my couch, and when he came to my living room, I was in like Saturday before rehearsal clothes, which is, real bummy. Nothing was like, my hair wasn't done, my makeup wasn't done. I think I had a head wrap on, and Raina was like eating breakfast, and then he was like, I love you, and I think we would make a great team, so let's get down to business.
I definitely
get down to business. You did say it. It's seared in my brain forever.
I don't think I said that.
You did. He said, let's get down to business. And then pulled out the ring.
Did I
Not
sing it?
in the box.
Did I sing
the ring. He pulled out the ring. And brought it to me.
You're supposed to do the box.
Yes, you're supposed to.
I've seen that tons. I've seen tons of people just have the ring out. You're supposed to have. You're supposed to are you not allowed to touch the ring?
In your work overalls too. It was real let's get down to business. Pull out the ring, and yeah. And then we went to rehearsal, and I was in shock. I just showed up and that was just me for 3 days. I was just in shock. And I was just like, I'm pretty, scared of the whole idea of marriage right now. But I'll let you know when the fear isn't enough for me to be like, let's not. So I think right before Thanksgiving, I was saying, I'm not that kind of scared anymore. I'm scared, but we can do this thing.
Raina.
Yes?
Are you excited about the wedding? What are you going to do at the wedding? Are you going to wear a pretty dress?
Dun, 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 dun.
Are you the flower girl? What does that mean for you?
I get to blow the flowers.
All right, what's one thing that you've learned about yourselves in this relationship or through this relationship?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe this is the vain thing to say, but I've learned I'm a good, I don't know how to say it. I'm a good looking person. I didn't really know that or live into that or not just that. There's a lot. No, now it's a train wreck. No, stop. Y'all stop, man. Y'all stop. Parts of my personality, she's been able to say no. This is something that's definitely you, and it's I like it and it's beautiful. And it may be a physical thing, but also just other character traits that I maybe didn't know I had or didn't really I was scared to show them, and so I learned that those are things I can express and share.
Yeah, I feel like I've learned so much from being in a relationship with Jacob. I think our personalities really complement each other, but I think one thing that I've really had to learn about myself because of how we complement each other is to empathetically allow space for people to communicate, because I observe really well and kind of read people kind of fast, I'll make conclusions about people and enter into a situation pretty much presuming that I already understand what's going on. With Jacob, it was just deeper. I couldn't get to know all of him without just stopping that whole thought process of reading and assessing and then moving from there. I had to just sit back and let him communicate himself.
Jacob, what is it like to love Raina?
It's wonderful. I love learning, about her, not learning about her, but learning her personality and seeing it. And there's I love the moments where she'll do or say something that's we don't necessarily know where she learned it, and maybe she didn't learn it, it just kind of came out.
I mean, from my perspective, Jacob is a very precise person, and a very loving person, but he doesn't jump into things he's not prepared to jump into, and he's a really patient person when it comes to having experiences. And it's been really beautiful watching him just walk into being a
A parent? Is that what you're gonna say? Usually you just get all
goo-goo-eyed.
yeah, like
It does make me so happy.
giddy and yeah.
But watching him learn how to love Raina, he approached it like any other relationship. He didn't just say like, this is the kid of the person that I'm with, and just kind of tolerate her. He has really gotten to know her and love her and spend time with her and play with her, and he knows her personality, and he's humble enough to enter into the parenting field and make mistakes and own them with me and with her. And so watching him just patiently learn to love her has been like such a blessing.
How much do you like Jacob? Wedding slogan. You guys have a little slogan?
He doesn't know.
We have a midnight blue and sun orange
Yep.
theme.
Yeah. So the slogan we picked is crescendo to classin.
Christian, what?
Crescendo to classin.
Hashtag.
Crescendo to classin.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You ain't even know
That's pretty cool. I didn't. I was really hoping I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. I remember talking about that. I like it though. I like it though.
We are disappointed that due to COVID, we've had to really cut down who can be there in person. But our hope is that in communicating who we are and keeping you guys involved in the process up to the virtual wedding, you will feel as a part of our community as you are. Yeah. And we're excited to celebrate with you.
When
Yeah.
Next year when things are different or better.
Wow, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was intense.
Was it really?
Yeah.